but you're never gonna be me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep, move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try to change, you can say no, free me. So he's been looking.
Hello, everyone, and welcome once again to another edition of the Geek Gauntlet Podcast. I'm your host, Mr. William D. Morgan. We got a lot to talk about tonight. We're going to finish up everything on our Batman discussion. Then we got some news and some rumors we're going to go over with you. But first, let me go ahead and start by bringing everybody on with us tonight. I'm going to start with our our TikTok and cosplay queen, Kat Holla. How you doing tonight?
Hey, glad to be back at the same bat time, same bat channel this week.
There we go. All right, let me go ahead and bring on the next person. He has forgot more comics now we'll ever know. Bring my man Tyler in. Tyler, what's up? How you doing, brother?
Hey, happy to be on for another fun time tonight.
There we go. Let me bring on this next gentleman. He is also with me on Monday nights for the Sports Report podcast that you can hear on Wide Wide Network. Bring my man Endo in. Endo, what's up? How you doing?
Oh shit, we're live. Hey guys, what's going on? I'm so sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I missed my cue. Dang it, and we can't do it because we're live. Hey everybody, how's it?
Yes, Ando, you can't stand up. You got to keep your pants on now, okay?
My pants are on. Maybe boy shorts, but they are on for sure.
Yeah. This is the pants on time. Like we still got like another 50 minutes before we can go to pants off.
No, he did say shorts. Are they like Hooters shorts? Or what you got going on right now, Ando? Or?
Yeah, I got 58 minutes. I got 58 minutes before they come off. Also, Will, I don't know if it's just me, but I think your mic is really low right now. I don't know if it's just
me. I was trying to put it in the chat. I can barely hear him, Will.
I sound really low?
Yeah, no, you sound better now.
That one came a little better.
All right, cool. Just want to make sure I get there. All right. Let me go ahead and bring in our next person. She is our resident female streamer. Let me bring Diamond in. Diamond, how you doing?
Doing good. How about y'all?
What's up,
Diamond?
Good.
Fun times.
All right. And last but most certainly not least, the person who plays this show each and every week, bro, man, Shaw and Shaw. What's up? How you doing?
Sup, everybody. How y'all doing tonight?
Shaw, we're doing amazing. How are you, sir?
Chilling.
And those pants is on, so that's a good start.
It is a great start. Great start, guys.
All right, let's go ahead and get into it real quick. But before we do, as always, this show is being brought to you by Mayono Microphones. USB-C, we got it. Wireless, we got it. XLR, we got it. Definitely check those guys out. The PD200W is what we're using tonight. So definitely check those guys out at mayonomicrophones.com. All right, Shaw, go ahead and take it from here, my friend.
Yes, sir. All right, so tonight we'll be finishing up our talk on all the Batman movies. We will first be going over the remainder of the Batman the Animated Series movies. First up, Mystery of the Batwoman. Does anybody remember this movie?
Love that movie.
I actually rewatched it just recently.
Love that movie. The whole way they had Batwoman circulating between the three. Oh, that was just classic.
You just ruined the spoiler there, Will.
Classic.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Look, I think it's been out long enough. The rules of what is it? The rules of saturation means like after 5 years you should be able to talk about it.
No, I think it's fun. It's an interesting way to do that character, and it worked for the movie. I do feel like it feels a little short. Like I was enjoying it enough that I probably could have sat for another 30 or 40 minutes with it, if they wanted to put more things in it. But other than that, I had fun.
It was great. I liked the fact that the last person was old boy's daughter, and it's like I'm going, oh man, okay, that's just great. You can't beat that. Oh man.
Yep. It was really good. It was definitely
it was good. I liked it a lot. And I definitely suggest anybody who wants to check it out, definitely check it out for sure.
I would say go to Max, but Max apparently doesn't like putting any of their good stuff on anymore. So
nah, man.
Yeah, we'll see what they do. Like I said, chances are we'll be seeing them moving that on to something else. Probably Netflix, something like that. All right, next up, the last of the DC animated movie. the Batman animated series movies, Batman Beyond, Return of the Joker.
I like that.
Yeah, it completely. It's a different take on that story, but it's really good. I liked it a lot.
Real quick, let me add Janae on. Janae, what's going on? How
Janae?
you doing?
Doing okay, still getting set up. So I might disappear.
It might disappear.
Okay, you want me to kick it back down till you're ready?
I'm fine for now, so
Okay.
But I'm just letting you know if I disappear, it's because the other laptop isn't hooked yet. So
We're just gonna hear some loud banging around, like she's like building a table in there to get ready. And
All right, so Batman Beyond, Return of the Joker.
I liked it.
good,
It was
yeah.
good. I liked it for what it was. Different take.
You know what? Actually, what's funny is rewatching that recently. I have recently read the Batman Beyond the White Knight comic, and there are some very very light, but some light elements of how they depict the future of like the Joker clan with where Harley Quinn ends up in the future, and how they do it in the show. I think is where they got inspiration from when they decided to do it in the comic, because it's the only comic that I'm aware of that decides to follow slightly that path with Harley Quinn, which is cool.
Right. All right. Now, speaking of Batwoman, Batman. Wait, no, we did that one already. Never mind. Okay. Batman Under the Red Hood and Death in the Family, 2 separate movies that technically tell the same story, just that Death in the Family is sort of a choose your own adventure type of thing. Anybody see them? What are your thoughts?
Choose your own adventure. What?
I haven't seen one.
Death in the Family is basically just Under the Red Hood. Just it cuts off at a certain point, and you have certain different.
Maybe I don't remember that.
I don't remember Death in the
I
Family.
don't remember that
Me
either.
neither.
Yeah, I was like,
It's
I don't
literally-
remember that.
literally the same story.
I can't say that I had ever heard of that before, Shaw.
Yeah,
Then again,
that's new to me.
I wasn't much on the Batman animated series, just the TV show, the movies and everything. I didn't really watch.
Yeah, 'cause Batman Under the Red Hood is about Jason Todd's death. Under the Death in the Family is about the same story, just saying, what if this happens? What if that happens?
Well, I didn't know about the choose your adventure part, but I will say the Death in the Family is the Red Hood story, but from a completely different angle.
From a different point of view.
So I would say, so would it maybe be better explained as like a what if?
I mean, I don't know anything about that choose your adventure stuff. That I don't remember that. So that if so, then yeah, I just the only thing I remember is that actual story kind of takes more time of us seeing the buildup of Jason Todd's death versus Under the Red Hood just throws us in there and we get it like glimpses in flashbacks versus the buildup is Death in the Family.
Oh, I remember it now. I looked it up. I remember the cover.
Yeah, because Death in the Family basically has what if Batman saved Jason? What if Jason came back earlier?
You also saw Batman
I
die.
missed that. I'm gonna go back and rewatch that.
You're right. There's still more leading up to his actual death. But like,
Well, it's been a while, so you're probably right. It's been so long since I've watched it that I probably just forgot that part of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just think the Death in the Family is more focused on the actual death,
Right.
and rising up to that versus Under the Red Hood is basically after that, the aftermath. And everyone loves that one because that has Ackles playing Red Hood.
Yeah.
I will say it is great. He does phenomenal as Red Hood. Obviously, I'm a huge Red Hood whore. I love his introduction in that movie when he shows up to all the like second in command mob bosses, and they're like, "Oh, why are we all here?" And he throws a duffel bag with
it's
the
the
heads
heads.
of all
Yep.
the leaders of those mobs, and he's like, yeah, so I'm in charge. You're all gonna listen to me.
So Jason Ackles plays the Red Hood, and then later he plays the voice of Batman in one
Yep.
of the other ones.
Yep.
That's cool.
He actually, now this was like what 10 years ago. He wanted, when they were talking about doing live action stuff, he wanted to do Red Hood live action. He even did a cosplay of it. He was so excited to do that character.
Yeah.
But obviously he's kind of aged out of it now. But it was something that he was really, really gunning for. He wanted it.
I just like the monologue part of Red Hood when he was talking to Bruce and brought out Joker. He's like, "Why? Why is he still alive?" I'm like, "Oh dang."
Yeah,
Why is
it's a brutal.
No,
It's a
because
brutal one.
because I remember that because he was asking. I understand everyone else. I understand Penguin or
Yeah.
Riddler, but why him?
Yeah.
I remember it.
Yeah, it's a really good way to do it, and I really like that version of Red Hood and the idea that he's very intelligent, he's very equipped, he's a strategist, but he has one flaw, and it's that part that like that emotional draw to that moment of death, the fact that Joker is still alive. That's the one flaw in his entire plan that he just can't grasp.
Right. All right. Next up, Gotham Knights, fiction number 1, the anthology. I definitely think they should do more anthologies. This one is really
You
good.
gave me that one.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't watch this. Was it good?
Yeah, it's really great. It came out the same time as I believe the Dark Knight DVD, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
At this point, there's too many Gotham Knight stuff, so I'm just kind of
I remember
which Gotham Knight?
this.
It's an
But it's
anthology.
been a while.
Yeah, different animation styles.
Looks cool.
Yeah. Starts out with the story of man, have I got a story to tell you, which is the same comic book story. Then it's just a bunch of different ones. Him training in Tibet, him going against Killer Croc, going against Deadshot. It's really good. Definitely worth watching.
Is it so? Are they? When you say so, it's an anthology. How long are those stories? Out of curiosity.
If I'm not mistaken, 10 to 15 minutes, maybe a
Okay.
little more.
It's
So
basically
kind of similar to like.
Animatrix.
Yeah, similar. Yeah.
Oh well, okay. I was just gonna
like-
say I was gonna compare it to
style wise and the length of each thing.
Yeah. Basically, yeah.
I was just gonna compare it to the later in the Adventures of Batman or whatever, where they would put 2 10-minute stories together to make a 20-minute long episode.
Yeah, and it was different stories, different people. There's a little bit of a connective thread between most of them, kind of, if you pay attention, like kind of leading from one to the other. Like he goes from in the sewers fighting Killer Croc into a sewer where he finds a bunch of guns, and that gives him a flashback, and then later talking about what to do with those guns, and he goes and ends up fighting Deadshot. So yeah, it's really good. Every time that's worth watching.
I'll have to give it a try.
Anybody else seen it? Want to talk about it? Anything?
Are you muted, Ando?
Was Ando muted?
Yes, I was.
I was
Yes,
gonna say. I see
No.
you talking. I'm like,
I see your lips moving, but nothing is coming out.
I mean, we could have tried to see how long that would have gone. I mean, that would have been interesting. It would have been the equivalent of like giving your sibling the controller when it's not plugged in, and just kind of seeing how well that goes.
All right, next up, Batman
I was like,
Hush.
I like this.
Batman Hush. Anybody see the movie Batman Hush animated?
I didn't like it.
I have not. No.
I feel bad. I've only seen clips. I feel terrible that
I
I've not
didn't
actually
watch the movie.
watched that thing.
Yeah, like
I think Kat did,
I didn't.
but she'll be back in a few minutes.
it's enjoyable up until they start changing stuff, because like Hush isn't who he is in comics, and I don't.
That's what I've heard. They don't portray him well in the movie from the comics. Is that true?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, because in the comics, how I've always described Hush as is the Joker without the spontaneousness. Like he's still he's crazy, but like he's a little more controlled, like a little more planned.
Kind of.
That's how I've always seen him, but I know he's been written a couple different ways over the years, so maybe I just haven't read all the stories of him.
Yeah, he's basically just a Batman, only evil, kind of. You know, not the same tech, but like training and intelligence. That's yeah.
Well, I really liked him when they depicted him in the in DC Comics. Oh my gosh, why can't I say a Future State?
Yeah.
I don't know. Did you guys read any of that stuff?
Yeah. So yeah, Hush was a really good one. All right. Next up, Lego Batman. Anybody see it? What are your thoughts?
I like
Batman, the best Batman.
That was good.
Well,
Lego
Will got
Batman
it
is
on the
the
first
best.
try.
Lego Batman's the best Batman.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm sorry. When you get the greatest laughing meme of all time, yeah, no, that's hands down the best Batman. Absolutely.
There's like two scenes in that movie. Well, there's plenty of scenes, but there's two that like for some reason always stick with me. One is the opening in the beginning where they're all doing their thing, and Croc like does something underwater, and he goes, "I did something," and like so. And then later on when they're in the Batmobile and like obviously Robin's like, "Oh, there's no seatbelts," and it's like, "Life doesn't come with seatbelts," and then later you see him like, "Maybe we need to put some seatbelts on there." Like that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Will Arnett does a really awesome job with that Batman. Doesn't take it too seriously, and his comedy chops are that can make those other situations that Batman would be serious. He just kind of plays it off as, yeah, no, we're gonna get through this somehow. And then a puzzle piece falls, and he's like, I think this is it. We'll solve it this way.
There's a scene, and I don't remember if it's in the Lego Batman movie or if it's in one of the
Lego movies.
Well, there's a couple Lego Batman movies. Like some of them are like 25-minute long movies.
Okay.
You can find. I don't remember if it's in one of those or if it's in the main one, but I think it's one of the other ones where he's working at the Bat computer. And Alfred's like, "Oh, maybe you should, ask for help or something." And he goes, "No, I'm Batman. I work alone." And he goes on a monologue about how he's, the only one that can work alone. As he's doing that, all of the Bat family is coming in right behind me to pick up like tea and hot cocoa from Alfred, and they all swing off. And he's like, "Yeah, so that's why I work alone." And Alfred's like, "Yeah, sure, okay."
Yep.
He's awesome.
My favorite scene with Batman, I think, was from the first Lego movie when they're at that security guard and they go, "Who are you here to see?" And he goes, "I'm here to see your butt." And he throws the batarang and the guy goes, "Oh my God." And then Batman starts throwing the batarangs to hit the button and he misses except for that very last one that clips and goes dink. And obviously it's first try. Like, that for me would be the pinnacle of humor right there because he fails. He's just about out. And then out of luck, that one thing happened. He's just, I planned that all along.
I feel like my favorite scene from the Lego Batman movie is when Alfred is like telling him that, "Oh, you should go to this thing," and he's like, "No." I resonate with that. I don't want to leave the house, please.
Diamond, I think we should stream Batman games. No. I think the fans would really love it for the show. No.
What if Lego Batman?
Nope.
Yeah.
Lego Batman rock.
But see, Andrew, you gotta do the stop motion where you're in different parts of like the camera when you're doing it. Like,
No.
He just wants to eat his lobster and wear his
Where's Batman?
bachelor robe, and it's my favorite.
First try.
Bro, Batman lives in Bruce Wayne's basement.
Whoa.
From the least serious Batman animated to the most serious Batman animated. Batman: The Long Halloween. Anybody see the animated movie?
Not.
I did not. No.
I think I did. Was it like when he was? I'm trying to remember what it is, but I remember watching something like that.
I feel embarrassed. I haven't read that comic either. I know of it. I just haven't read it.
Really?
It's just one that hasn't like come across my radar at the time. It's one I do want to read, but I've never read that story.
Yeah, that's
pretty
definitely
good.
one of those comics I need to read.
It's pretty good.
But yeah, I've only saw like the beginning of it. Never got around to seeing the full of it, but I hear it was good. Good adaptation.
Good go.
And what else? No? Nobody else? All right, Kat, it's on you now for the last two.
All right, we finally rolling into Gotham by Gaslight. Now this is, once again, you guys heard us mention it on an earlier episode, part of the kind of Elsewhere series of Batman, where it takes you to another time, another place. It's all still Gotham, but it's bringing some other worldly elements in. And in this particular case, this particular film follows the story from a Batman perspective of Jack the Ripper. So that is the person who they are trying to find in this. So if you're into steampunk, if steampunk is kind of your jam, I think you'll really enjoy Gotham by Gaslight. You're going to see Catwoman, but you're going to see her a little bit different than we're used to seeing her. You're still going to have Commissioner Gordon. And like, I don't know, Tyler, like you've seen it. You are familiar with it. Like, do we give them the big spoiler on this, or do we let them check out that plot twist on their own?
I think it's a fun little plot twist that they find out. I mean,
Okay, so we'll go ahead and just remember, pay very close attention to Commissioner Gordon, because he's not.
It's all right.
Yeah, just like oh,
there it is.
Right.
Yeah. So this follows them through Gotham in more of a London-esque setting. And so it's kind of unique because we've all heard the story of Jack the Ripper, right? We all know Batman.
Mhm.
So watching these two kind of fuse together in this steampunk Victorian medieval era and seeing kind of how the bat suit comes into play with this, like it's really, really unique and fun. It is a very dark story. Obviously, you're not going to get Jack the Ripper and get some sunshine and rainbows and happy unicorns. That's just not how that's going to roll. But it is definitely worth the watch. I think I rented it from Prime, I think, for like $2.99. So it was worth it.
You could also maybe. It's been out long enough. You might be able to find it at your local libraries too.
True. So Tyler, you've seen it. Like, what are some of your thoughts on it?
I saw it. Because what year that came out? What year was that it came out? Was that during COVID? Right.
I want to say yes, but
Yeah.
all
Like
those years blend together for me.
Yeah, I was like, COVID was 10 years into.
Yeah.
I remember enjoying it quite a bit. I haven't watched it since it came out. I just remember really loving, as you talked about, the aesthetic of going after Jack the Ripper and combining that into the Batman-esque story. I had fun watching it. I had a really good time. I think it's a pretty well done. The animation was pretty good in it. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I had a good time with it. And for some reason, it's the only downside I would say it's one of those ones that I think gets overlooked because of it being an Elseworld. Because it's not one that I always remember right away until someone like points it out to me. I'm like, oh yeah, that one, that was good. And so I feel bad that I kind of like forget about that one.
Well, the other thing with this one is it also ties a little bit more into the detective side of Batman.
Mhm.
Because I think as we've evolved to see the more modern Batman, we're used to seeing the gadgets, the millionaire playboy. We've gotten away from the detectiveness of it, but that comes back in Gotham by Gaslight.
And they had it was a two-parter, wasn't it?
So when I rented it, if it was a two-parter, they mushed it all into one.
Yeah, I don't remember it being two parts.
Yeah,
Or maybe they were working on. I thought there was a.
You might be getting it mashed up with our next title, because I could see how you would see that this one and that one are somewhat related-ish.
And
Okay, which one is that?
also the character was in two canceled DC games, Infinite Crisis. I don't know if you guys remember Infinite Crisis. A very good game that DC for some reason decided to cancel. And also
It's what DC do.
Also DC Unchained. He was also in DC Unchained, again another mobile game that got canceled. So
Which character are we talking about? Sorry, I came in.
Batman
halfway.
by Gaslight.
Okay.
Yeah, because he's basically like a steampunk Batman. So think
Yeah.
more like a metal suit.
Yep.
So yeah, it's a little different style, more mechanical, more beefy, less streamlined, less acrobatics. which I think is another reason why they may lean into the detective portion of the story a little bit harder than they normally do, is because it's hard for him to be as acrobatic. Yeah.
What's the next title up, Shaw?
Cat, the last one.
All right. Yeah. So our last title is The Doom That Came for Gotham. Such a great animated series. If you are into Lovecraftian, Cthulhu stories, the supernatural, you get all of that with The Doom Came for Gotham. A little bit of history onto this one is, think back to the early turn of the century, which is where many Lovecraftian stories are set. And there is an exploration out to the Antarctic. And so with things being cold, you can guess one of the villains that we see in this is the Penguin. Yep. Not the Penguin we're used to seeing, but he is there. And so from there, Bruce Wayne, because of course, what did millionaire playboys do back at the turn of the century? They just hopped on their boats and explored everywhere, right? So Bruce Wayne has been tasked with going and finding this expedition that was led by Cobblepot. And they don't refer to him as the Penguin. They do refer to him by his actual name of Cobblepot. And so when he gets there, he finds the entire crew is perished. There's this cave. He goes out to go and try and find the rest of any remaining members of the crew. And he finds Cobblepot and one other guy, Gorgon, I want to say his name was. And under the ice, there is this very... You can see the eyes, which if you understand Lovecraft, you know exactly what that is.
The character's name was Grendon, Cat.
Grindon, that's what it was. I knew it started with a G.
Brittany.
I think Brittany's jealous that Ando already has a pussy with him.
Hey, this is the boy Kitty. It's Salem. He fits just right for the Batman. Continue, Cat.
Cat. Whoa.
So from there, Bruce gathers up as much research as he can. They end up getting Grendel, who has obviously mutilated himself to better communicate with the creature, and they seal off the cave. And in a perfect world, that would be the end of this story. But this is Lovecraft, so we all know, if
Right.
you're familiar with that, that's definitely not where this nightmare is going to end.
That reason why I was thinking there was another part to the Gotham to Gaslight is because I forgot that I had read the series in 2024 where they added Superman into it. And I was like, I thought that was a Superman. I was like, oh yeah, because it was in the book, not in the oh my bad.
Yeah.
How you doing, Savage? Appreciate you coming to the stream, man.
They end up getting back to Gotham, and they have Ando. What's his name again? Because obviously it's gone in one ear and out the other here.
Grendon. Grendan. Grendon.
Yeah. And so if you look at Grendon, even though we know that he is not Victor Freeze, they end up, because of whatever happened to them out there in the Arctic, he has to stay refrigerated. Very much like Dr. Freeze.
Yeah.
So they end up basically manufacturing this suit at sea. You have a Sanjay Todd. I'm not sure why they didn't just pull in a Jason Todd, but they pulled in a Sanjay Todd.
Yep.
That
was crazy. That was crazy.
Because you when you're watching it, they talk about Grayson and Todd being off and exploring, and you're expecting Jason Todd, and that's not who we got. But that's okay. So they come back to Gotham, and things are definitely not what they seem. But you do get a lot of really great characters brought into this. So it's so multifaceted, and because you're gonna see Harvey Dent, you're going to see Barbara Gordon in a different kind of capacity. Yeah. You're going to see
Kirk Langstrom, who is also Man
Bat.
Yeah.
You are going to run into Oliver Green Arrow, Oliver Queen. Yeah,
Yep.
I was like, it's coming to me.
That
It's
was
coming to me.
I didn't watch the whole thing, but like my favorite part from what I saw was Oliver.
Oh yeah,
There's
and he really was and like when people think of Green Arrow, this was where some people kind of in the series where it was a little darker, starting at a little different timeline. Most people are used to seeing the more party boy McQueen.
yeah.
Not that one.
Yeah,
Anarchist Queen, okay?
Yeah,
well,
it's not McQueen. McQueen,
Well,
Lightning McQueen is
more-
not.
oh, sorry, yeah,
More
Um,
sometimes sad, but then heroic at the end.
Right.
which I thought
but
was
they
good.
also dig into, because you have that supernatural component,
Mhm.
Raj Al Ghul
Yep.
Yeah.
and Talia Ghul.
I was really surprised that doing some research on this, Kylie Kane is also a version of Cassandra Kane, which is
Yeah.
Batwoman. I did not know
Mhm.
that.
Yep.
Makes sense.
Yep.
Yeah. And so, and with this one, rather than other Batman movies where, Bruce Wayne saves the day and goes back to being Bruce Wayne, in this one at the end, he actually morphs into a bat because a bat is the only thing that can defeat Cthulhu.
Yep.
So, in this case, Cassandra Cain ends up taking over Wayne Enterprises. And
That's the one at the movie when she's giving the eulogy. We see Batman sitting on the top of like the clock tower. Okay. All right.
yeah, because
all
he
right.
looks like a gargoyle. Like a very gargoyle looking kind of Batman.
He's Man-Bat now.
Man-Bat, yeah.
Man, Batman.
But
They
it
even
also
talk about
talks. It even talks about though how all the families that started it, including Cobblepot. So Cobblepot, the Waynes, the Queens,
Mhm.
like that they were actually like when his parents died, they weren't in their 30s and 40s. They were like 300.
Yeah.
Mhm.
God dang.
Yeah, so it really brought that really unique kind of Lovecraftian supernatural into the Bat world. Which there's always, because of the Ra's al Ghul storylines, you always had a little bit of that in there, but they didn't really dig into it. Like the only way I think it could have been better is if somehow they managed to like work a John Constantine in,
Right.
which they did not. But
Yeah.
but it is definitely worth the watch. That one I think you can find on Paramount. I watched it on Hulu.
Dope.
So, but I think I have it through my Paramount. Like I think they're linked through my Paramount.
Okay.
Ah. Cool, cool,
That's
cool.
what's up.
All right. Next up, since you mentioned Paramount, Invincible season whatever. Let me see.
Season whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Season
Whatever.
whatever.
What,
Four
season
episodes?
3, Tyler?
He's like that AEW announcer announcing Orange Cassidy coming on to season whatever, introducing the show on streaming platform.
Was it
whatever.
season 3, Tyler?
What?
Was it season 3?
I think it's season 4
Yeah,
coming
it's
out,
4.
right?
Yeah,
That's
it's 4.
4. Okay, okay.
Because I think I just wrapped up rewatching season 2. I need to get on season 3 now. But yeah, season 4 is the new one coming out here pretty soonish.
Yes, she is.
Yeah, March
Very,
hot.
yes, she is.
March 18th.
Yeah. It would either be season 4 or season 5. The season started in 2021. So if 2021 was the first season going into 2026, it's either going to be season 4 or season 5.
I'm pretty sure.
I think it's going to be season 4.
Yes, 4. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, season 4 coming out.
Yeah,
March-
I just saw something that said Invisible season 4 trailer preview on Prime Video 4 months ago. So.
Yeah, season 4.
Yeah. So
It's
everybody,
already been greenlit for season 5.
yeah, everybody see the trailer? And what are your thoughts?
I didn't see the trailer, but I'm wondering, are we going to get closer to the comic book storyline?
Right.
Which comic book storyline?
I personally,
All of them.
thought that's gonna happen.
I know I know it diverted.
Like, there's a
little
dinosaur
bit,
in
but-
there, and I know what's supposed to happen with that dinosaur.
Cause yeah.
We'll see.
I,
what
I,
wanna
I,
see-
I wonder. You know what I think? And I haven't watched the trailer, so I could be totally wrong. And of course, I haven't watched season 3 either, so this could have already happened. But with the success and with the push of them doing Battle Beast comics right now, I could see them trying to incorporate that character a lot more. I mean, I don't know if they were incorporated a lot more in season 3 or not, but if season 4, I could see them being incorporated more because they want to push that comic book that's out right
Hey, Cat.
well, watch the
Yeah.
season, maybe.
She Bubbles and Buttercups all have the same headset.
Yeah. We're triplets. We just need to get our hockey jerseys now.
now. Meow.
Um,
Right meow.
All right.
I hate what he did it to the Guardians of the Globe. I'm still mad. I know it was season 1, but I'm still mad.
It was episode 1.
Yeah, season 1, episode 1.
It was like it was episode 1. It was the
season 1, episode 1. Mm-hmm.
So
I'm
I got a
mad,
question.
man.
I got a question to ask as kind of a person who follows ratings and critics. Do we follow IMDb, Rotten Tomatoes, or Metacritic? Because they all kind of have the similar score. Rotten Tomatoes has given the first 3 seasons of Invisible 99%, which I don't know if I like Rotten Tomatoes because it seems like Rotten Tomato gives movies that I like bad names, but that could just be me. IMDb gives it a rating of 8.7 out of 10, and then Metacritic gives it a 73 out of 100.
I don't really usually listen to critics.
Yeah, I don't either.
Yeah, because they
Think about
don't like my
opinion.
kind of entertainment. So
Yeah.
I'm like,
Usually if they give it a low score, I know it's something that I'm going to like.
I think the issue, what I noticed with critics, and this might, there's 100 critics, so who knows anymore, but I get the sense that there's often a situation where, there's so many different movies and shows that come out. They'll have one critic just watch them all. And it's like, well, that's not how.
Yeah, that does happen.
That's not how movies should work, because not every movie's made for every person.
Hey, Will, can you throw that last comment that Savage put down in chat, the one that said if all storylines were kept closer to the comics? That one right there. The issue that I got with that is you can't put everything that you could in comics into the movies, especially live action, because there's just a lot of stuff you just can't naturally do. That being said, if you took from the comics, why wouldn't people just read the comics? Right, it's just like with Harry Potter's. If you wanted everything with Harry Potter, you just read the books. I think there's a certain flair that you get with the movies if they do something a little bit different. Especially, I get the animated shows and like the animated movies, you can get away with doing it. But like those live actions, there are things in the movies for Harry Potter that you just could not get away with in the live action, or the things that happened in the Harry Potter books that you could not get away with in the live action movies. That being said, I wish they would keep it closer to the comic books. I think son of a bitch, what's the word I'm looking for? Continuity. There we go. The continuity between everything would be so much better.
I would just say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Agreed.
So,
But everybody's got to fix something that's not broken, and then it's broken. And
I
then
mean,
we got to
DC
fix it.
then you get the Flash movie.
Well,
Yes.
I would say that in some cases, things can be expanded on, and sometimes you'll have stuff that may not have been as good in certain parts that could be fixed.
Agreed.
In some cases, so I think they're like with Harry Potter, for instance, like because the movies aren't perfect adaptations of the books.
Yeah.
So a better adaptation for the show could be really good if they really do it.
Yeah.
And let's just say those books weren't written with a future in mind. Like they were written with the whole story laid out. It was kind of written as
I didn't mean to interrupt.
once. So there's a lot of stuff that can be foreshadowed from later ones and the early ones. Like there's stuff that can be done for situations like that.
I think that's why the Arrow was so awesome as done as like if you did the Arrow as a movie, I don't think it would have had the success because Green Arrow, while he is popular to the mainstream people, like there's a lot of people who I know Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman. That's it. Who the hell is this guy that pretends to be Hawkeye? Or the real part of Legend of Zelda when Link uses his bow and arrow, right? Everybody compares Green Arrow to somebody else. I think by having a show like that with Green Arrow, where it builds the relationship that you have so that people can learn to love and know that character, and not just that character, but his arc, his sidekicks, his kind of the family. Because I didn't know about Arsenal. I didn't know about any of the other archers that Green Arrow had until I watched the show. And then, hey, lo and behold, I'm going to start Wikipediaing this. And, there's so much more now that I know.
I think that Marvel had a good opportunity that they kind of dropped the ball with a combination of the movies and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yep.
Because you had the movies for the big main character arcs.
Yep.
So the characters that everyone knew a lot about.
Yeah.
Then you had kind of like what was happening behind the scenes happening through Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
Like-
it really gave you a really great cohesive MCU universe.
Like when they brought in Lady Sif for that 2-episode arc that they had, that was perfect because
Or-
That was awesome.
Or when they started teaching you about the Darkhold when they brought in Ghost Rider.
Yep.
You know, there were so many great characters and
and
great
not-
smaller arcs.
And not just Johnny Blazes, but Robbie Reyes.
Mhm.
Robbie
Yes.
Reyes. I think
Yeah.
it was so much better for them to go Robbie Reyes than it was to go Johnny Blaze with Ghost Rider.
Absolutely. Yeah.
All right, moving on.
I just want to make one little joke. You're talking about Arrow and getting to know that character. So Batman,
Basically, yes. Basically.
you know that, right, Andrew? That's why. So they didn't have the rights to be able to do a Batman show, which is what they wanted to do.
Yeah.
So they picked the character Green Arrow and just made a Batman show.
I'm okay. Look, dude.
No. I just teased. That's why I just was laughing because
I think it played out really well, right? I think
I like it.
If you poll people, those people who don't study comic books or mainstream media, if you take a poll, hey, who is like if you give them a multiple choice or circle all that apply, people are gonna know Joker, Robin, Batgirl, Mr. Freeze. If you gave me a sheet of paper with Arrow people before the Arrowverse even started, or even season 2, I would have said Green Arrow.
Sure. I'm not saying it's bad. No, I would
have said Captain Hook, something like that. So,
like I said, the only reason I just laugh is like knowing that they were trying to make a Batman show, but they couldn't get the rights to it, so they were like, "Screw it, we'll just put a Green Arrow skin on it, and it'll be a Batman show. We'll make him brooding and angry all the time." It's like that's not Green Arrow.
Failed this show, Tyler.
Real quick, let me put something on the screen here that got put in chat earlier, and I think it's so funny. It goes back to Batman for a quick second, but I think it's so funny.
Is your Batman?
I want to get everybody's take on it. She would annoy the hell out of him.
Yeah, she would.
Isn't she like 18? Is she?
Hold on.
What time she is? She might be 14.
That's where my
Depends
mind
on
was
what
going
time.
first, right? And initially, yes, I think Batman would be annoyed. But Batman put up with Dick Grayson, Jason Todd, and Damian Wayne. I think this would just be that thing where he's like, Estrogen, shut up. Like, would be her name. She wouldn't be Sailor Moon. She'd be Estrogen.
I mean, he did put up with Brat Selena Kyle. They had a very, very, she was very bratty in Arkham. So, I mean, it might work out. It might be what they need for each other.
Hey, Kat, what's the over-under that he'd dump her on Catwoman's doorstep? How much time? I think it'd be an hour before Batman be like, nope, she's yours. Take care of her.
No, he'd drop her with Ivy and Harley.
Oh, you can't say that. You can't say that.
Why can't you say that, Ando? What's wrong with that?
Ivy.
That's too much hotness in one house.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Too much crazy and hotness. Yep.
There. I said it. I said it.
All right, so speaking of some anime, we got some releases for some Dragon Ball stuff coming forward. Picture number 3, 4, and 5. Let's see what y'all think about these.
So they're going to be Galactic Patrolmen now?
Either it's a remake of Super or something else.
Oh, it's a remake of Super. That's what it is. I believe it's a remake of Super.
Barf.
Mm-hmm.
Why can't you just have a show where Goku and Vegeta are not involved?
You can't.
Oh yeah, you can.
You can't.
Go to the next picture.
They try. They try.
Go to the next picture.
You tried to call Dragon Ball GT.
You see that last one?
They're gonna try. It's a game.
Hold on. That's a game though. That's not an actual story. Like if it's gonna be an original storyline.
Oh, okay.
Let's see where it goes.
Because you got new season of 2027.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got then you got the remake coming out this fall, which I don't know. If you fall for it, you fall for it. I'm not looking forward to this game, but I'll watch Super just so I can make fun of it. I'll watch the remake so I can make even more fun of it. But at the end of the day, it's like
but they need to find them Dragon Balls, okay?
The thing that kills me,
The problem is how often are the Dragon Balls involved now?
it's not even that.
Battle with
I don't
Frieza
even
didn't
know.
have any
I don't
didn't have any Dragon Balls involved. I
The
think the
thing-
Battle of Broly didn't have any Dragon Balls involved. Like,
Well,
The
Dragon's
thing
gonna have
about it-
only so many balls, okay?
There are in Super Brawl. There is.
oh, are they? Okay, I
Are
must have
we
missed
talking
that.
about?
Man.
We really talking about balls?
Yeah, now we are.
That's close
Dragon
enough to
Ball.
Geek After Dark.
I was gonna bring up another point. I was gonna
Do
bring
it,
up
Will.
another point. The other point that I was gonna bring up that makes me mad about Dragon Ball is the fact when Dragon Ball first started, the whole crew mattered. Krillin, Tien, Yamcha, the whole crew mattered.
Shatsu.
Then Shatsu mattered. The whole crew, even Piccolo, mattered. Then all of a sudden they get these god transformations, and all of a sudden the rest of them don't matter.
Hey,
And
Will.
which is sad because I'm sorry, Piccolo is Bamf, right? He's a badass motherfucker.
I'm sorry. Who's Piccolo?
Green dude.
Namekian.
The Grinning
Lord
Mackian.
Slug. I've heard of Lord Slug. He's a bad guy, but who the fuck is this Piccolo guy?
Same green dude.
You're kidding me, right?
Yeah, I'm being
That's what I'm saying.
facetious,
Okay,
Cat.
okay.
That's
okay.
what I'm
being-
saying.
Hold up.
Hold on,
Because
what,
there's
Piccolo?
so
Who-
much-
who is Piccolo? What?
Podcast, guys. We have-
Hold on, let me explain my joke. It's not funny because now I have to explain it. The joke is we've done so much. We've done so much with Goku, Vegeta, and Gohan that Piccolo has been thrown to the side. That's
Well, the thing about it, the last movie that came out,
Last one.
yeah. He went
You
Piccolo
have-
Orange, right?
it was Orange Piccolo.
I still gotta get around to seeing that.
He was more powerful. They gave us that Piccolo. That Piccolo should have been what we started with. And it pisses me off because if you guys were Yajirobe, yep, thank you. Because if you guys remember when he fused with Kami, for a minute, he was the strongest Z Warrior.
Yeah.
For a minute, he was because even and further evidence of that is when Vegeta mentioned it. Not only has Kakarot passed me, but the Namekian has passed me too.
Yep.
I was thinking about like Dragon Ball's a bridge, a T4
Yeah.
star.
Yeah, I watched that.
Kami!
Yeah.
Oh, the abridged are so great.
Yeah, they are.
Are you Yoshi? Yes, I'm a fucking dinosaur. Can I ride you?
The bridge is funny.
Love it.
All right.
It's funny.
Circle.
Moving on. This one is something I'm really interested in. Picture number 6. We have a sequel to Kenichi, Earth's Mightiest Disciple.
I am very sorry. This is my perverted 40-year-old mind. I went straight to the lady in the blue spandex with her legs kicking like that. Who is that? And where can I get like an autograph session with her? 10 minutes is all I need.
Just look for Kenichi, Earth's Mightiest Disciple. It's on Hulu. It's really
Okay.
good. There's definitely a good amount of fan service.
Is this the part where you find out that person's like 12?
14.
Anime rules. If you have to ask, you too young, bro.
14. Around 14, probably.
God damn it.
14 to 16, on there.
Have
I
you seen
remember-
there's a meme, I don't know if it's a meme or a TikTok, but like where they're showing, someone basically on trial, like, oh, what do you think of this anime person? And it's like all these young looking people and they're trying to like not go for
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, the one where you have to push the superhero button and it's the superhero going.
Yeah.
All right. Did we all see the most recent Mario trailer?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I just
didn't
want
get
to
a
point
chance
out.
to see
I just want to point out at the very end, there's one shot where we see Baby Mario and Baby Luigi.
Yeah, that's the one with the dinosaur.
Yeah, just want to point that.
Yeah, it's dinosaur against dinosaur because Yoshi makes that really cute. Wow.
Yes.
And the dinosaur roars at him, and yeah.
Yes.
Oh, this is
hot damn.
anti-smudge. It doesn't come up. No, we're not in After Dark. I can't make that comment.
Oh, I'm sure it'll come off if you try hard enough, Cat. It'll come off.
This doesn't leave a rainbow, Ando. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to
Dear
leave a
Lord.
rainbow. Doesn't need to leave a rainbow.
Tyler said.
All right. Janae, you got any anime news for us?
And Shawdis kills me because Shawdis goes right on with his shit.
Yep.
Oh,
What were you
yeah.
talking about?
Anywho.
Shaw?
This is the real reason why
The
Shaw's
ringleader-
camera is off, because Shaw's like,
The ringleader has
you
been
have
through
any
this.
news?
The
I almost took
ringleader
a
has
big
been through this
bite
way too
from
many
my
times.
from my hot pocket too.
70% of the show is just Shaw.
the hell? How you got a hot pocket and we don't? That's just disrespect.
I
I think
two.
Shaw has the same like look on his face as my guardian angel 90% of the time. Like, oh, this bitch.
Cat,
Alright.
Shaw may be your guardian angel at this point. We don't know.
He's
I
on
know,
this
I don't-
podcast to be able to look over what
I don't have a guardian angel. I've come to terms with that at this point.
All right.
All right,
So
what you got, Janae?
So over in Japan, they're gonna have a Sailor Moon dinner theater show. It's gonna be in Shiagawa Prince Hotel Club EX in Tokyo. And it's gonna feature 10 Sailor Guardians, and it's gonna have original drinks. They had a show similar but different storyline back in 2019. But this show's going to debut on April 4th. And then,
we get tickets to go.
Right. I have to have a passport to go, though, so.
We'll just claim we're refugees. We'll get out of here quicker.
And then a new One Piece anime is going to be debuting on July 5th. It's going to mainly focus on the female characters from One Piece. And there's the original novel started back in 2019. And so there's different little standalone storylines for each of the One Piece female characters. So that'll be interesting for you One Piece fans.
Story for each character.
It's one piece of the story.
Yep. And then there's going to be a large scale exhibit over in Tokyo coming this spring for Ranma 1/2 because of the new anime adaptation.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to have the main part of the exhibit is going to be photo spots of the original material and like significant parts of the story throughout like the anime and the manga. And that'll the exhibit will be from April 23rd till May 12th. So Tokyo's really busy.
Oh yeah.
We're doing all the good stuff.
And then more One Piece news. In March, they're going to collab with the Boston Red Sox and have a theme night on May 12th. And so they'll have like a jersey. And then I think I read that there was going to be like a little plushie that you could get too. So,
dang, is baseball doing that bad? They got to collab with anime?
No,
they did a collab with the Mariners back in March. So
I'm jealous of that one. I wish I would have gone to that.
I haven't sent you the info too, Tyler.
Yeah, but I'm poor.
And then
you forget
season, and I can't believe this because I haven't watched all this anime, but like there's a season 5 of Rent a Girlfriend that's going to be starting in April of this year. So
how?
I don't know.
I've watched all of season 1. I've started season 2, and I just put it on when I have nothing else to watch. And I don't know why. It's a dumpster fire that you
It's
just
like,
gotta.
It is.
Just put some mind rot in there.
I don't know how. It's an incel show. It's what it is.
Huh?
Was that Shaw laughing? Did I get Shaw to laugh?
Because
Oh my God. It's like I got Diamond to laugh. This is the best.
And then last, I have Blue Lock is going to be getting a live action version, and it's going to be released in Japan on August 7th of this year. Unsure of if it's going to come over here or not. I still have not watched Blue Lock, so, but I know Will's son has. So that's all I got.
All right, cool. All right, now, Miss Diamond, you got anything for us?
Mm-hmm. So Nvidia has announced they're not making any new graphics cards for this year due to the RAM shortage and the fact that they're investing $20 billion into OpenAI funding.
Sounds about right. We don't need to charge another $200 for a console that's already $800.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
And then Ashes of Creation crisis continues as devs are reportedly denied final paycheck and disgruntled players ask Valve for Steam refunds.
That sucks.
Yep.
Really sucks.
And then Valve has announced they're pushing back the Steam machine launch due to storage and memory shortage.
That don't shock me.
That's not good.
Sounds like a first-time video game console creator.
Oh yeah.
They've had Steam machines though.
Yeah, but oh, they have.
Yeah.
Well, the Steam Deck.
But
Yeah.
you remember
Oh.
but you remember that first Steam Deck wasn't shit.
But I mean,
Yeah.
that Steam machine, that wasn't it?
The
I thought
first
they had
Steam
like
Deck
3
wasn't
different
shit.
versions, didn't they?
No.
No,
That first
I remember
Steam Deck
selling
wasn't
them, and I was
shit. It was
I
running
think
it-
I think you're thinking about the ROG,
Mm-hmm.
because the
'Cause
ROG
they-
Ally looks a whole lot like the Steam Deck, and there are multiple versions of that one.
Cause that first Steam Deck sucked. It had eMMC memory, and that's slow as Tamar.
I was thinking about buying a Steam Deck. I have not yet.
I would do the OLED. If you got 640, if you got 650 laying around, I would do
Ooh, nah.
the. I would do the because it's OLED.
I don't
You
even
ain't-
have an OLED.
It's OLED and it can handle it. A lot of most of the PC titles. Some it can't, but most of the PC titles it can handle.
Maybe
The
they
real issue you would want to ask though, if you're sticking on the side of somewhat budget, are you looking? Would you get the Stream Deck OLED or would you get the Switch 2?
probably Stream Deck
Switch 2
OLED.
probably. I don't know. I think the Switch 2 would have a better future. Have you
Ooh,
seen some of the games that are coming out for Switch 2 based off of their direct that they just had?
yeah.
That direct sucks.
Yo, look, Scott Pilgrim XE or EX. I'm looking forward to, bro. Let's go.
But these directs over the years have become worse and worse.
Oh, agreed.
And then GTA 6 will be available as a physical release on day one. Take-Two confirms.
Is it going to come with anything special though?
Probably a shark card.
They need to. How many times
Yeah,
you
no, I would
delayed
say
it?
if it came with like a statue of the two main protagonists, I think it would be worth buying. Then again, I'm the type of person that has a digital only. Why the hell am I going to drop, $200 on a statue in a game that I can't play because I don't have a physical copy to play the game on?
And then they released Resident Evil Requiem 49-minute trailer or 49-minute gameplay, and they also have announced an amiibo of both
Damn amiibo.
Leon, and I forgot the other girl's name.
Joe Valentine?
No, not her.
Really?
For the damn amiibo.
It's the daughter of the girl from. It was like the
Not
online
Shiva.
game.
Not Shiva, right?
No.
We're talking Resident Evil 4. Wong. What's her name? Wong.
No, because it's Resident Evil Requiem, and it has both Leon and it's the girl from the online version of Resident Evil.
I will take a look. Hold on. Resident Evil Amiibo.
Damn amiibo.
Amiibo.
That's Amiibo.
Grace.
They're still doing amiibos?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah. Announced 2 days ago.
Mine's
Hold
still
on,
in
I'm pulling
Target.
it up.
Yeah,
Nintendo
those are-
Partner Showcase has a bunch of special announcements, including the long-awaited arrival of the Resident Evil Requiem amiibos. Leon and Grace amiibos were revealed. They said that they are coming summer of 2026. Leon is even going to have his hatchet. And Grace apparently will come with a backpack.
Okay.
So,
But that's all I have for video game news.
All right. Appreciate it, ladies. Thank you, Janae. Thank you, Dominic.
All right, to jump on to some video game stuff. Picture number 8. I saw this. The new controller for the PS6 will apparently have touchscreen, no buttons.
I don't like that.
Yeah,
like
that's
it.
bad.
No.
Yeah, that's a
Especially
disaster waiting
like,
to happen.
If you were like a rage quitter and then you break controllers like crazy.
You sound like
Yeah,
you're speaking from experience,
this
Simon.
is-
I don't do that, but I have friends who done that. I'm like,
Oh, I am wholeheartedly when I play Call of Duty. Yeah, no,
There's two things I think is really bad. One, taking away the buttons I think is not a smart way to do this. Two, it looks bulky as shit.
yeah, it does.
Like it
Well,
doesn't
take
look
away
like
an Xbox controller.
Are you doing just the front facing buttons, so like the arrows and then the triangle, square, circle, X, or are you taking away the bumper buttons too? 'Cause-
look. The toggles aren't even there either. See how the toggles? I bet you.
oh
there's
shit! No, there's no joysticks either.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope.
That's like
Yeah,
the
no.
Cybertruck of controllers right there.
Mhm. Like,
Yeah.
Another reason-
Well, no, Cybertruck controller would look a little more bulky or close to it.
I'm just saying
And
that
a little
could-
more darker
that
silver.
yeah,
that
Yeah, I
controller
agree,
is
Savage.
there.
It is, yeah, ugly as hell.
Like
Yeah.
I'm looking at that and that kills my gamer girl lady boner. Like when it comes to consoles and I'm like, ooh, that looks really good. I'm like, oh, yeah, we ain't touching you.
So,
Let's
so
go.
Cat's analogy to this would be like the PS4 controller is Homelander going, that's it. That is perfection right there. When every minute detail. And then this controller is the Rock going, this is the biggest pile of dog shit.
Exactly. Especially if you're like touching on it and then you see all your thumbprints. I just can't.
Yeah.
That's so nasty.
Nope.
And
Right.
so, and my thing is, with touch screens, we've all experienced with our phones, with our tablets, the calibration eventually gets off.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And with the way that
Exactly.
you move your thumbs when you are gaming with a controller,
Yeah.
you are gonna be like this is designed for button mashers.
Yeah.
Like people that just want to be like, oh, like tune in Tokyo on their controller.
Yep.
Like
Nope.
they,
There
yeah.
are some things. There are some things I'm totally okay not having buttons with, like my tablets and my phones. I'm totally okay not having buttons. But
Yeah.
when you're playing on a system like the Switch, you're playing on the Xbox, you're playing on the PlayStation, anything that connects to the TV, you got to have a physical controller and you got to have those buttons. Like, what are we doing? What? In what society did we just decide, hey, we don't want to push buttons anymore? I love pushing buttons, y'all. Ask Kat, ask Janae, ask Bubbles. I push buttons. That's what I do.
Right.
Thank you.
it's
Fluff.
it's more like a scroll bar, less like a button, Ando.
Maybe that's why I can't find it. Got it.
Well, we'll see.
Call
Yeah,
me out like that.
I think it's pretty bulky and it's pretty ugly looking. I mean yes, I think buttons would be better, but I'm not necessarily as opposed against as Ando there is with not having buttons, but I think the fact of not having the joystick.
Could you
really
imagine
gets me.
having the original Duke controller for the original Xbox not having any
Oh
buttons?
no.
Yeah, nah. We can't do
Exactly.
that. No.
Exactly.
It's an over-engineered gimmick, is really what it is at this point.
Oh,
yeah,
Because
100%.
touchscreen technology is not to that level yet, in my opinion.
I think it's.
I think it is. We just don't put any effort into it.
Well, I guess. I mean, there's definitely stuff in Japan.
Yeah, I was saying I mean, they've had touchscreen stuff great for the last 2 decades. We just haven't got it as the public, especially in the United States, because they're cheap, So I'm sure it's out there. Technology probably exists. We just probably don't get it.
I just hope this is like a rumor because that would be terrible. Especially if they're trying to charge like triple the amount of what the original like PS5 was.
Yeah.
Right.
Right, and you know that they're going to do it because you can't play the system without the controller,
Exactly.
and they're going to start making games that require that controller to be able
It's
to.
like,
Well,
no.
Sony has been one of the biggest people that love to be like, sorry, nothing's gonna work backwards compatible. So
Yeah, not
Right.
since PlayStation
Sony
2 and
loves
PlayStation
that.
3. Like, no.
Yeah.
Well, PS4 games work on PS5, so
yeah, but not right away. It took a big push for that.
Mhm.
all right, moving on. So I've been seeing a little bit of a theory about how Sonic 3 actually leads into what may be happening for the 4th Sonic movie coming up. That it might be that the end of it is Sonic running to the future. That's where he is with the Metal Sonics. What are y'all thoughts on that?
That's not a bad analogy. I could
That'd be
get
pretty
behind that thesis.
We got the Robo Sonics, and you got what's her face too, right? The
Amy.
He
Yeah.
knows.
Will's favorite character.
Nah, they ain't one of my favorite characters. No.
Yo,
Oh,
well,
there's
you know
is
she
there
likes
a
that
story
hammer.
that I
Well,
don't know about?
Yeah, no, like
well, let her. Well,
They
let her
could
put
have
that hammer
just
down.
brought
On you.
Rouge. That would have been cool.
Yeah, that
Well,
would have
you
been
can't
cool.
bring
Or they
Rouge
could have brought
because-
like Silver.
You can't bring
Ooh,
Rouge
really
without
cool.
Shadow. So now that Shadow, now if it's Sonic and Shadow, you can bring in Rouge there, and then Rouge
Can you
and
kick
Shadow
Amy
become
out?
a team. But
Can we kick Amy out?
no, you have to bring. If you're gonna bring Rouge, you have to bring Amy.
Man,
Mhm.
trash.
Yeah, but you know the movie's
Unless,
gonna be good.
unless you want to bring in what's the big guy from Sonic Heroes? Binks.
Big.
Oh, the
cat.
cat thing?
Yeah,
The big
yeah.
cat thing. I
Unless you
can't
want to bring
remember
in
his
Binks
name.
the cat, which nobody wants to bring in Binks the cat.
Nobody. I don't want that neither.
No.
Keep
I don't think
Amy.
anybody wanted Tails, but here they go. You know, I mean,
Wow,
Keep
you
Amy.
shut your mouth about Tails. Tails was amazing, okay?
Tails is a bitch.
Oh,
Tails is a
End of
bitch.
our quiet.
You mean Sonic Underground?
When it
I'm
comes
just
down,
gonna say
when-
Tails is one of my favorite characters.
when it comes down to the fight, where Tails at?
Building
He's
stuff.
inventing stuff.
He get the hell out.
and to left because he,
Exit stage left. That motherfucker gone. The first bullet come flying. Oop, I got to go, Sonic. Nah, dog. Oh, I ain't never been a fan of Tails. Now Shadow's cool, but I've never been a fan of Tails.
well, Shadow even got cooler by having Keanu Reeves voice him. So I mean,
Yeah,
It's true.
yeah, Shadow's cool. Tails
And he
a
also
bitch.
became like Batman for a bit.
Yeah.
and win Akira on us. So I mean,
I never got a chance to get that book. I'm gonna get that book.
Yeah. All right. Next up, we have the release schedule for Daredevil Born Again Season 2. March 24th will be the first episode. 31st, 2nd. April 7th, the 3rd. April 14th.
Back in this, Mr. Will. And you read that game. Read this game. Stop the Tails hate.
Shaw doesn't even care. Shaw doesn't even care.
The 7th, and May 12th, the 8th.
I'm ready for it. I'm ready.
I'm ready for it
Daredevil.
too, because it's got a lot of things. I want to see answers for.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
What new characters are they bringing back? What old characters from the Defenders are they going to bring in? That's kind of where
Everybody basically.
Yep. So hopefully, we'll see. As far
Also, hopefully we get to see Jessica Jones fly.
Well, they've already confirmed she'll be there. I think I saw they confirmed the actor played Luke Cage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Michael Coulter. Mike Coulter.
I
Yeah.
don't know if they've confirmed, which I'm sure they probably will try not to bring him in, but I would love for them to bring back what's his face, Iron Fist, because
Get
Oh
Rat.
hell no, not his punk ass. Hell
no,
no.
because- okay, hear me out. Hear me out.
Hold
Season
on,
one's
Ty.
rough.
Hold on,
Season
Ty.
one
Hold
is-
on. Hold on, Ty. Well, what's with all the hate today, man?
He was terrible.
You hating on everybody today,
was
bro. Did you drink your
terrible.
haterade today?
So hear me
What?
out. I can kind of see where Will comes from. The actor was not great,
No,
but
I hate no
As-
character.
the story was what it needed to be, because nobody knows who Danny Rand is, since everyone was like, why is Iron Fist white? Bro, he's always been a white
Always
blonde
been
boy.
white.
yeah.
Till recently, but I've been white.
Yeah.
Why are there so
Swordmaster is now.
why is Luke Cage, why is it showing that it's only Hispanic, Latino, and black people in Harlem?
That's where he lives.
Yeah. Do we have to
But the
explain
actor
racism
was- I'm not-
and all the Jim Crow laws? and all
I'm
that
not
stuff?
hating. No, I'm not hating on the character because I love Iron Fist as a character. That
So what you're
actor
saying is
sucked.
that Finch Jones sucks as an actor.
He sucked in that
I-
role. He sucked.
Well, he dropped out of Game of Thrones to be Iron Fist.
Yeah.
He should
Yeah,
have kept his ass. He should have
but-
kept his ass in Game of
Yeah.
Thrones because he sucked as Iron.
Because here's,
as Iron
and like I
Fist.
said, I see Will's point, because Danny Rand should have been further along in his kung fu-ness
Right,
than he was.
right.
And so his choreography, probably coming from Game of Thrones, and I'm not saying that he's a bad actor in general. Kung fu is not his thing.
He was that was just a bad role for him. Just a bad role.
I just think now, like I said, season one is rough. But I think by the end of season 2, they figured out how to do it.
Still terrible.
Yeah.
But they figured it out at the very end, and they didn't do it anymore.
Too late.
Well, the other issue that really makes me mad is that we get Colleen Wing and
Agreed.
Misty Knight.
Yeah.
We could have gotten Daughters of the Dragon.
Agreed.
Would have been dope.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
But nah, we gotta look we gotta look at his punk ass. Nah, man. That's just,
also,
But
there's also
Will,
man.
he's Purdy though.
man.
there's a third character that's also often entwined with the Daughters of Dragon, who has also been introduced in the MCU. She wasn't introduced in Iron Fist or any of those Netflix shows, but she was introduced in Cloak and Dagger.
Oh
Chaos.
yeah,
She was,
yeah. You're right.
Yeah, she was the Power Ranger in Dino Thunder.
You're right.
Oh, shit. Kira's character.
yeah. But
Emily something. Emily, or
Yes,
no,
and
Emma
she
something.
played Chaos was her name, right? Chaos.
It was chaos.
Yeah, and she often was part of the Daughters of Dragon in the comics. So when I saw her at that same time frame and everything was going on, I was like, "Oh my god, we're gonna get it!" And then we didn't. I was like, "Come on, no!"
Because of his punk ass.
That's
No.
another show that I wish would have had some time, man. Yeah,
That dude was trash.
Lahana.
All right. Speaking of Power Rangers, we got our first casting for our Power Ranger reboot, issue number 8.
I'm not gonna believe anything until it actually comes out.
This is the first casting.
I still don't believe it.
Rangers.
It's also been rumored that she'll be the Red Ranger.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Until
cool.
it actually is released, I'm gonna hold my breath.
Yeah, I'm like, there's already been about 4 other Power Ranger projects that Hasbro has shut down. So, which were all stuff that were in production. So, until we get it out, I'm not gonna get excited about anything.
Yeah.
Cool.
They shut down they shut down a sequel to the 2017 movie. They shut down a reboot movie. They shut down a Netflix more adult adaptation. They shut down another just regular children's season Power Rangers, and they shut down an animated movie that they were working on as well.
Don't forget that they shut down the fan made service one with James Vanderbeek as.
Oh yeah.
Well,
they did.
there's that.
Let's
But, I
be
mean, I
real.
would-
I think everybody and their mother would have flocked to that movie to see the grittiness that one has. I know I would have, absolutely.
Yeah, I know. I would
Yeah,
too.
but that wasn't Hasbro though. Because that was long before Hasbro had it.
All the more reason for
all the
them
more
to make
reason
it.
to watch it.
I think.
All the more reason to watch it.
Yeah.
That was still when. Actually, I think when that came out was that still when Disney had the rights to it?
I thought it was after the Disney, but before
Yeah, I
Hasbro
think
got
Disney
it.
got rid of it then.
Well, so
Yeah,
Disney had it, and
Yeah.
then Disney sold it back to Saban,
Mm-hmm.
and then Saban sold it to Hasbro.
Sold it to
But I thought that came out at the tail end of Disney's era because Disney had a
No.
long era.
So the Disney era of the Power Rangers officially ended in 2009. I know that trailer was well after 2009.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Nina Simone.
Yeah.
That was around Samurai, I think.
Well, Saban took over as Samurai. Yeah.
Yeah.
Question: why haven't they thought of trying to make a series of Maximum Carnage Spider-Man like a build up to Avengers Endgame?
Because you can't do it with just Carnage, Venom, and Spider-Man. You don't have enough material to be able to do that.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of comics back in the day with the Clone Saga and stuff. I mean, like, there's a lot of stuff.
A lot of people still don't know who Ben Riley is.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so silly me decided to look it up. So the Power Rangers short film was made by Joseph Kahn. That is still on YouTube with 547,000 views. The movie
It's had more
came
than
back
that because they keep taking it
short.
down.
Yeah. October 2015 is when it officially like the first one came down.
Looks like it was Dino Thunder or Dino Charge that year. So yeah, it would have been Neo Saban.
Yeah. Right.
Yep. Sorry, I
You
just
know,
wanted to
Jason
kind of
David Frank
go on
said
that
that
direction.
Jason David Frank said he was approached for that.
I would have been all right with that.
I can see that.
Yeah, he just said he said he loved the idea and he thought it was really cool, but he still respected the idea of the show being for kids, and he just couldn't cross that.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right.
Yeah, one more show.
Next up, 7 most overrated comics. Picture number 2. Let's see if y'all agree with this or not.
I'll let you guys go.
All right, Tyler.
I agree with number 3, and I agree with number 6.
Injustice was absolutely Among Us. I don't think that one was overrated. The Killing Joke, I think, for the material that was in it and kind of the fanfare that was released after, I think those two definitely should not be on this list.
I mean, these are some good comics. And don't get me wrong, the Killing Joke, as far as like the animated version they did,
Not that good compared to the comic.
Trash.
yeah.
That thing
So,
trash.
oh, that's a tough call though. Like, I mean, Flashpoint. I mean,
Okay,
meh.
okay. I'll wait till the end there.
So yeah, I mean, I can take some of these titles or leave them. So I mean, but of
I
course,
never cared for that Wonder Woman run.
Same.
From a little bit I read, never cared for Batman Hush, and I didn't care for the Killing Joke, the Killing Joke animated.
So I just want to make sure I'm getting this right. The Death of Superman, that's the one where Doomsday kills Superman and Superman comes back in the black suit, right?
Yes.
How is that overrated? Like, Doomsday was a staple of the 90s because of that comic book series.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Like,
Not wrong about that.
who made this list, Shaw?
It was on IGN. I think it was IGN.
Oh, that's
It's
why.
like
It's
the end.
fucking
It looks like
IGN.
comicbook.com. That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
it's
it's
IGN, I understand.
I took it off of Facebook.
Yeah. And the Injustice comics are actually really, really good.
Oh
Yes,
yeah,
they are.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
And somebody on Facebook made a movie out of it with the cut-ins of each story. Someone made a movie
Alright.
about that on YouTube. I don't know if it's still out or not, but it was an interesting movie.
It should be.
I'll just say I think whoever made that list just doesn't like comic books.
Really? I mean, yeah.
That'd be
Yeah.
like me making my top 5 Madden list and putting Madden 20 on there because it's a nice round number. Like, out of here, people. Come on.
No, I'm not going to say any of those comics are the top comics of their genre, not by any means. But also, none of them are bad comics.
Exactly. A
Like-
bad comic is one. If you say overrated, it is
Yeah.
a bad comic. It is one that has so much press, so much like publicity to
Well, it
it.
doesn't have to be
And then you
bad.
get
not
it.
necessarily. I think overrated is basically like it's a comic that people hyped up because they thought they were supposed to hype it up, but it was really just a mid comic.
Yeah. But the problem is all the Nightfall, the time where it was a big at the time when Bane breaks his back and
Andrew, what's
Azrael
up?
takes over as Batman. Death of Superman was a huge thing because Superman had never died before, so it's such a big thing.
Well,
I mean,
technically.
he didn't
Well-
stay dead technically.
Back then they didn't do that as much as they do now.
Yeah.
All these story Flashpoint. Now this is me just being a dick, but Flashpoint, the thing that made everyone like Flash. The makes Flash relevant. Flashpoint. So weird to say that's bad, overrated. Wonder Woman, Tom King. Now I have not read that full run, but I will say Tom King is a phenomenal writer. The issue with Tom King is that he just won't shut up sometimes, and he puts too much words on the page. And it's like, Tom King, you have a lot of great words, but you're like George R. Martin. Shut the fuck up and get to the point. But it's still good. And I think that list feels it doesn't feel accurate anyway. You know what I could put on there? The Batman Who Laughs. That's a little overrated.
Yeah.
Everyone loves the Batman. And who's saying it's a fun read, but it's not as big as everyone says it is. It's not. There's plenty of good DC titles that you could put on there that I would say I would put on there the Future's End storyline. That's a little bit overrated in my opinion. It's fun, but I think it's overrated. There's plenty of good ones to put on there. I just think that list feels like I don't know if someone thought about it or if this is just their personal feeling, but it's like those are all kind of important things in the comics. Like it's just a weird list.
All right, sure. Got anything else, my friend?
No, sir. That is everything we got.
All right. Real quick, we're gonna go ahead and finish up. Kat, what you got going on over at Feast of Fandoms we need to know about?
Oh man, we got so much going on over at Feast of Fandoms. So here starting tomorrow, we are going to be putting up some shorts that are some travel related shorts because one of our folks was fortunate enough to be on recent Disney Destiny cruise.
Ooh.
And they've got some content telling y'all about that. It looks pretty interesting. So we're gonna have a series of shorts going up for that. Monday we're gonna have MCU Monday. Tuesday is gonna be Trek Tuesday. So keep an eye out for memes, shorts, things of that nature involving Star Trek. I've also got some kind of fun gaming stuff that I'm hoping I'll get up either Tuesday or Wednesday for some information for Fallout 76 players. Wednesday is where we kind of start our descent into Star Wars. We've got War of the Stars with their newest episode. Then that's going to roll on into Thursday with Cantina Happy Hour. Friday this week, where are we? Janae, do we have Snack Me this week or is it next week? Janae, are you dead?
I believe it should be dropping because we're recording tomorrow. So
okay, all right. So we're gonna have an episode of Snack Me this coming Friday. Then Saturday, you're gonna roll right back in here to the Geek Gauntlet. Yep. And we've also got something new coming from Tyler. So, you want to make sure you catch that plus all of our new stuff. Make sure you go ahead and hit that like and subscribe down below. That way you're notified every single time we go live.
All right. And guys, we are over our time for this evening. Just want to say thank you to everyone here on the panel. We do appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you to Elite Sports and Entertainment Network for being our host. Thank you to Feast of Fandoms for having us as well. Don't forget, check out the PD200W microphone, mayanomicrophones.com. Thank you for Mayano for sponsoring your episode. And we'll see you guys again next week right here on the Geek Gauntlet Podcast. Have a great week. Have a safe week and take care.